brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Broncos coming up next.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver.
Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Nix.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Throwing Nix.
It's complete to Hopkins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now they'll fake it here on the end around and instead look to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
To throw is Nix.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game now.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Burrow will throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Nix.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Go.
Nix to the air.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Chubb.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Nick Chubb. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Stop. Right 80.
They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
11 empty. Hey. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Nix. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Working out of the gun is Nix. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Nix. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 13. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Here's Nix once more. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Looking to throw. Nix steps away to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Nix. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
60 by 6, 60 by...
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 180.
Now it's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
T. Higgins is the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
11. What is that?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
To the air again, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap
12,
on me.
12.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
No gain on the play. Let's go. 2nd and 10. Set up. At the Bengals 39.
An inside give to Jones.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. 3rd and 4. Now it's Nix.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Flush to his right.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Let's get set.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Burrow.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.